Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Monster Strike, it is my 2-year anniversary, so let's go up here to the grade sheet. Let's look at that. And there we are, 730 days, that is 2 years. And yeah, the global version, that's the one that I played for a little over 2 years. But then that got shut down, so I moved over to the JP version. That was very sad and very hard. But as you can see here, I have my Setsuna set as a friend. So I've come a long way in this account. And now I'm very, very happy with this one. But yeah, let's just move through. Let's see if there's anything interesting to say here. Let's see. Here is the Golzetsu bonus. I've never talked about this before, I think. But as you raise the luck of your Golzetsu characters, you can get these bonuses. The very first one that I got was the metal discount. This is huge. Maybe I'll show you that later. The next one I would say to get is the Spirit Crest points. Those are pretty hard to come by. And then orbs, I'll do that last, but yeah. What else we got? 171 max lux. That's pretty good. I think in the global version, the most I ever got was maybe 120. But then I fused a bunch of them together to get the hero scroll on them. My favorite ability is still the stamina refresh. I'm very grateful every time that goes off. And at level 4 here, it goes off fairly often, maybe twice a day even, so yeah, it's pretty good. The HP also is very useful. Alright, and then here we have the quest, and then let's look at my most used monsters. Let's go look at fire first, see if there's anything interesting to stay here. Well, here is Bante. I use him a lot for metal farming. And let's see. Recently I've been using Mikhail. Well, I've been using her ever since I got her. My favorite angel, she's very cool. I've been using Lewis Carroll a lot. She's like a no-blog version of Alice. She's pretty great. Good artwork too. I've used her more than Mana, which is kind of surprising. Lancelot X, I put him on my top 10 monsters list. He's pretty strong. I think that's all I want to say there. Water, I have Undine here at the top. She is a metal farmer, and I have a bunch of her, so sometimes I use a few of her together. Miroku, I use a bunch. Nostradamus, I'm a fan of this Ascension form. I guess Nirai Kanai here, he's my #1 max luck for water. That's very cool. And then Yamato Takeru, and some other characters, alright. This is actually kind of surprising. I use Koyuki a lot. She's a Pierce with the double null and the blast wimp combo, so very versatile, good support, max luck. Next up is Wood. Ibaraki Doji will probably always be at the top of my list, but she had the Genius Ableberry early, very early, so I used her a lot to raise my rank. King is still broken, and then Magmel, one of my most used max lux. They are still excellent. Nightingale. Here is Marishten, maybe my favorite male character in the game. I'm very happy that he has more uses, way more uses than Kushinada. But Kushinada Zero is close behind. I like her a lot too. And then Dead Rabbits and Wataberion. Okay. Next is Light. I use Kaoru and Shinji the most. I still use them in the Red Temple if I want to farm for Ableberries. And I have three of them, I think, so I use a lot of them together. Movie Arthur, Hikari's great. Solomon is really, really good. I use her a ton. Let's see, Juliet, haven't used in a while. I'm a big fan of Beelzebub. I like him better than Arthur. I liked him better than the Ascension version of Arthur, but the Transcendent form, of course, I use more often. And then some older characters. I got Mozart very late, actually, but I made her a metal farmer, and I've been using her a ton as well, so that's why she's on here. And then finally is Dark. Here is Ducky, another one of my top 10 choices. She's almost at 1,000 uses, so that's cool. Lucifer, also use her a bunch. Another metal farmer for me. And then some older characters. I used Anko a lot, but then I ended up using Kanan more, so that's kind of cool. And then Pandora, whom I actually don't like, but she's useful enough that she's on this list, so yeah, that's how that's looking. Most hits, most damage, maybe that's not surprising there. Nothing much to say there. Let's see, I beat the Kinky up to level 20, as I'm sure you're aware. Alright, so I think that'll do it for the grade sheet. Next, let's look at my Spirit Crests. So here, red, I have 3,500. And for water, I have 38. For wood, I have 35 as well. Those are my two lowest, red and green. Light is 43, and then dark is 45. So yeah, light and dark are quite a bit more ahead. And they're almost at the highest, which is 5,000. So looking forward to those. And then for red, looking at which max looks I use a lot. Otsu, of course, she's very good. Recently, not too many, maybe. Alright. Next is water. I've been using Karuna a lot. When I made him, I only had the intention of using him in Shuringara, in which he is great and worth making. But he's good for easy quests too. I'm a fan of the dunk laser. A lot of people don't like this because it can be tricky to use. But I have a lot of practice with Bishamonten. I've been a fan of this bump combo since Bishamonten. But yeah, now I can use him even in metal farming quests. I can pair him with Bante, the 2-star monster, and then I have a strong bump combo from him, but also a max luck. So I can do double duty there. I'm pretty happy that I made him. And a good speed, 400. Otherwise... Armageddon, however, I have not been using. He's another Pierce with the flight, and then the null gravity barrier. A lot of people are fans of this guy, but not me. Who else? No, that's about it. It's kind of funny that Nidai Kanai here is my oldest water max luck. Yeah. Alright, next. Green. Let's see. Always using Marishten. I use Eschatology quite a bit, 170 uses. I put the Strike Haste Able Bear on her to speed up her strike shot, and that's come in handy. Magmel, of course. That's about it there. Light. Maybe I haven't been using light characters too much. I like Yashamyo, he's versatile. That might be it. Alright, and then dark. Let's see who I use here. I like Aizen Myo. I haven't used her a lot, as you can see, but I think she's pretty strong. Just need a place to use her. Apocalypse I've been using more often, yeah, 50 times. Good solid bounce, null gravity barrier character. Tsukuyomi, of course, still use her a lot. No, okay, so that's it. And then let's look at which Max Lux I am currently thinking about making. Here is Zuma. He's pretty close to becoming the Max Luck, but just can't find the time to finish him. Shooting God is halfway there. I'm very much looking forward to finishing her. I think that's it for Red. Moral, I don't know. I can beat her quest fairly consistently, but I don't know if she's worth the trouble now. Okay, next is Water. Kyuki, I think I'll finish her pretty soon. There is a chance that I'll finish Shooting Gada first, though. That would be pretty funny. That's about it for there. And then for green, Tengu I'll finish later today. Totetsu, I'd like to finish him pretty soon, maybe one more run. Let's see, Shambara. I don't think I need her. And then I really like the artwork, the alternative artwork she got from the X-Flag Park, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get over there, so I couldn't get that. And then for light, I would love to finish Strike Jr. Got to pull a bunch more in the Friend Hatcher. Hakua is at 39, so little by little she's getting there. Maybe another 4 more years and she'll be done. Let's see, Kushimitama, I just need to find the inspiration to finish him. He would also be pretty versatile and maybe fun to use, but not necessary at all. And then for Catastrophe, I really wanted to finish him to use in Abaduba, but I think I can use Platinum in there, so my need for him is much lower than it was before. And that's about it for there. And then for Dark, one more run through the Temple of Champions will get me my second Babel. That would be cool. Dinah is halfway there, so maybe another 2 years to finish her. Adabuda is almost halfway there. I still lose a lot in his mission. The irregular bounds kill me, but yeah, one of these days we'll finish him. And then Joka and Naohi, they're kind of hovering around 20. I can also beat them fairly consistently, but I just need to find the motivation to finish them. And then, let's go back to the grade sheet. There's one other thing I can show you here. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is a rundown of all of the impossible and more difficult quests. So we can kind of look through here and see which ones I've beaten, which ones I've made the max looks of. I think someday I'd like to make the max look of Daikokuten and Fudomyo. I don't have their ideal sub-bump combos from the Kai version, so I need to work on that. The Zero series, I don't see any reason to finish Izanami or Izanagi. The War God series, maybe this will depend on how good their sub-bump combos are from the upcoming Kai series. But actually I finished 3 of the 5, that's pretty cool. I think a lot of people are looking forward to Memento Mori Kai, because if that quest is significantly easier than the standard Memento Mori, that might be worth to go through to make that max look, and that might be attractive, especially if she gets a good sub-bump combo. Same thing for Karama. Even now, his quest just takes a really long time to beat. There's the Prisoner series. Yofu is so easy now that I could just make him, but maybe if he's added to the library, I'll do that. He's only got the single null ability though, so I don't know. Devadatta is really fun. I like his quest, but can't find the motivation to finish him either. And then there's Judas. I don't know. I could use Sherlock Holmes in there. That might be fun. And we got the Kai Series 1 and 2. I have pretty much all of the ones that I want. Here is the... what is this? The 1010 series. I don't feel any motivation to finish Enma 10 or Ida 10. I don't think I need them. The other 3, though, I really enjoy using. And then there's the Taiwan series. They're not too difficult. I could maybe make the max look of them someday. And then the new War God Kai series. Alright, next let's look at Colossals. And then here, actually, I have a good number of max looks. I have about 3 for every of the first 3 rounds. And those are the ones that are the most worth making. I talked about this in a recent video about Colossals. And then the 4th series hasn't been worth my trouble, although I would like to beat, is that Aramitama maybe? I can use him in level 11 of the Kinki, which is still pretty difficult. Okay, and then here are the Golzetsu. Still haven't beaten Vita or, what's his name, Naodada. Would like to do that. If you do complete a series, just to beat it, you get some biscuits. Times 3, that's pretty good. And then Moral and Paradox. Paradox, I don't know if I want the max luck, because his gauge is really fast. It's like Recovery S fast, so even if I did make him, I don't know if I would use him, because he would be too stressful to use. Okay, and next, let's look at the characters I've given the hero scroll to. And there they are. That's quite a bit, 33. But yeah, I like to put it on max lux especially that can't get Ableberry slots otherwise. But I don't actually end up using them. Let's see, recent ones. I got my perfect Ryuko. She has the Strike Haste, Sidekick, and Kin Strength, so she's very awesome. Who else is recent? I finally put a hero scroll on Bante, and then I gave him the S rank. And then I should have done this maybe one of the very first things that I ever did. Because when I make a metal farmer, who's a good example? Oh, Mozart. I like to use a transcendent form, give them a hero scroll, and then give them the score, the S rank, and then the sidekick. But since I'm always using them with Bante anyway, he can use his one slot to carry the S rank, and then I wouldn't have to use the hero scrolls on these transcendent forms. They could just use the score and then the sidekick and then be done with it. So yeah, if I had realized this earlier, I could have saved some hero scrolls. But you know, it's not the end of the world. I can replace that S rank with something else with Mozart. Maybe a Strike Haste would be good for her, get that insane strike shot out earlier. But other examples of that are like Undine. I could get rid of her S rank, maybe give her Survivor or something. That might be good. Who else is there? Here is Shinon. She's got the rebound, not the rebound, the ricochet. But I gave her the hero scroll. She only has the one to begin with, so this worked out. She's got the score and the sidekick. Oh, and then there's also a Nonno Alpha. I can get rid of the S rank on her, maybe give her Strike Haste or Kin Strength in order to help with her strike shot. But yeah, that's how I'm looking. I put a Ableberry on Satsuki here because I really like her bump combo. It's the Blast type super dimensional blades. And then I really kind of felt like the need for a character like this playing multiplayer recently. If you're playing an easy quest, you know, and you're playing 4 people in a multiplayer, if everybody's using a max luck, your overall damage output per turn can really take a hit. So if you can bring a max luck with a good bump combo, that can maybe really help with your multiplayer games in particular. So that's why I gave the hero scroll to Satsuki here. But yeah, thinking about that, you know, then it becomes very apparent why having max lux of super like high-level quests, like Odd Buddha or Shuringada, can be really important. Because when you're playing with all max lux, yeah, just to get that extra damage out. Okay, and then finally, let's look at my favorite characters. I have them marked with the crescent moon. These are my EXP farmers and my metal farmers. But Sailor Mars, she is my metal farmer for 5-star and under quests. She is great. And then here is Takeda Shingen. He's my EXP farmer. I can use him in the normal quests for both wood and fire. He has the sidekick and the genius, of course. Then Bante with the S rank, Nonno metal farmer, Undine metal farmer. Here's Ibaraki Dolji, she is an EXP farmer. Shinon, she is metals. And then here is Monster Bright, he's also EXP. Here's Ganesha, EXP. Mozart metals, and Lucifer metals. Her also I need to replace the S rank Ableberry. Maybe give her Strike Haste as well for her strike shot. But yeah, that is a look at my account. I am very pleased with how things are. There's a few like high-level stuff that I have to do, but the big ones for now, I would say, are the max luck of Shirengara and Adabuda. Once I finish those, I'll be in a even better place. Okay, but that is 2 years in my JP account in Monster Strike, and hoping for some years more. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.